This is zoo3. My character is Jerry. And let's see now. What's that point of having a girl's picture, especially in 2 frames? I have 2 picture frames. You remember, I never see the pretty little ladies more than once. Most of them wouldn't have been caught in the same room with the camera. It's odd, and I wonder if it's sad. And I wonder if it's sad that I would never see the little ladies more than once. I've never been able to have sex with, or how it is put, make love to anybody more than once. Once. That's it. Oh wait. For a week and a half, I was 15. And hang my head in shame that puberty was late. I was a homosexual. I mean, I was queer with bells ringing, banners slipping in the wind, and for those 11 days, I met at least twice a day with a partner, for instance, a Greek boy, whose birthday was the same as mine, except he was a year older. I think I was very much in love. Maybe just with looks. Well, that was a jazz of a special hotel, that wasn't it? And now, oh, do I love those little ladies? Really? I loved them for about an hour. Look, are you going to tell me to get married and have parking bits? Alright. I'm sorry. Alright. You're not angry. Good. Interesting that you asked me about the picture frames. I would have thought that you would have asked me about the pornographic playing cards. That's not the point. I suppose when you were a kid, you and your pals passed them around and you had a pack of your own. And you threw them away just before you got married. No? So, don't besides, I wasn't trying to plump your posts on adolescent sexual and art times. What I wanted to get is that the difference between pornographic playing cards when you were a kid and pornographic playing cards when you were older. Is that when you were a kid, you used the cards as a substance for a real experience? And when you were older, you used those real experiences as a substance for the fantasy? But I imagine you would rather hear about what happened in the zoo. Let me tell you why I want. Well, tell you how it. So well, let me tell you about why I want. Well, let me tell you some things I've told you about the 4th floor of the row house, where I live. I think the rooms are better as you go down, floor by floor. I guess they are. I don't know any of those people on the 3rd and 2nd floor. Oh wait! I do know that there's a lady living in the 3rd floor in the front. I know because she cries all the time. Whenever I go out or come back in, whenever I pass her door, I always hear her crying. Muffled, but very determined. Very determined indeed. Well, the one I'm getting to and all about the dog is the landlady. I don't like to use the words that were too harsh to describe it, and I like to. But the landlady is a fat, ugly, mean, stupid, unwashed, misanthropic, cheap, drunken bag of garbage. And you may have noticed that I have seldom used profanity, so I can't describe it as well as I might. Well, thanks anyway. Thanks. Anyway, she has a dog, and she and her dog are the gatekeepers of my drool. The woman is bad enough. She leans around in the entrance, spying to see that if I don't bring in things or people. And when she's had her mid-afternoon pint of lemon-flavoured gin, she always stops me and grabs hold of my coat or my arm. She passes her disgusting body up against me to keep me in the corner so she can talk to me. Small of her body and her breath. You can't imagine it. Somewhere in the back of the teeth-sized brain, an organ developed just enough to let her eat and drink and emit. She has some foul parody of sexual disease. And I, Peter, I am the object of her sweaty lust. But I have found a way to keep her off. When she talks to me, when she passes herself to my body. Mum was about her room and how I should come here and merely say, but love wasn't yesterday enough for you, and the day before. Then she puzzles, she makes sleuths of her tiny eyes. She's always a little, she sways a little, and then picks her up. And it is at this moment that I think I might be doing some good in the tormented house. A simple-minded smile begins to form on her awful face, giggles and groans. As she thinks about yesterday and the day before, as she believes and reveals what happened, then she motions to that black monster of the dog she has, and then goes back to her room. And I'm safe until our next meeting. It's worth reading about, isn't it? In fact, it's better left to fiction. You're right, Peter. Well, I have been meaning to tell you about that. Well, is the dog. I shall now. Don't go. You're not thinking of going.
What?
Because after I tell you about the dog, do you know about that?
What did you do today?
Do you know what then? Then I'll tell you what happened. You don't have to listen. Nobody's holding you here. Remember that. Keep that.